Joining me here at REWeek 2011 is Michael Foust, the CEO of Digital Realty Trust. Michael, your company, and in fact the whole data center sector, has really taken off recently. What's next for the company and the sector as a whole?
Well, we're continuing to see very strong secular demand for data centers. Everybody uses data centers in some fashion, accessing data, whether it's something as routine as email or more complex like trading, accessing photographs, music, everything at work and play, we need data centers for. And so we're seeing continued demand in the major markets where we operate in the US, Europe, and now in Asia Pac. So we're in Singapore today, a brand new market for us as of about 6 months ago with a large development, and we're also about to embark on a new development in Sydney, Australia. So we'll continue to build and deliver for the growing demand in the markets in the US and Western Europe, and now focusing on Asia Pac as well, where we see a lot of great demand from international companies as well as local companies in the region.
And customer service is an important quality for any company, but it seems like it's especially important in data centers. What do you do to maintain your strong service record?
Well, the customer service process really starts before the tenant moves in, even before lease commencement. So working with the tenant on the commissioning of the space and managing their move-in and installation of their computer gear is extremely important, and we work with them very closely to be able to maximize the cooling effect and minimize their operating costs. And once the tenant is already in, we spend a lot of time with our technical operations team, our asset management team, as well as our customer service department to monitor the systems, whether power, cooling systems, provide regular updates to the customers as how efficient their spaces are operating. And also, if there are issues with equipment or utilities, we have very formal procedures in how we communicate and work directly with the customer to make sure we resolve any issues that might come up during their operations.
And given the unique demands and requirements of one of your data center tenants, do you see development being a key component of your growth to really tailoring that space? And what do you see are expectations in that regard?
Yeah, so development is important because there's definitely a lack of space in almost all the markets we operate in. So in order to meet that demand, new space has to be built. And we've spent a lot of resources developing our platform for development as well as operations, and really driving down those operating costs as well as development costs. So we can really focus on the lowest cost of occupancy for the customer base. And being able to provide solutions in multiple markets has been really important for our customers. So it makes it a little more complicated for us to be able to develop and deliver and manage operations across continents. But we have a large number of customers that are in multiple cities with us, multiple locations. That's been a very powerful service that we can provide.
Great, Michael. Thank you very much for joining us.
Great, Matt. Thank you.
Great. Data centers are a sector that's really taking off, and Digital Realty Trust is right at the forefront of that. For more REIT news and analysis, be sure to visit REIT.com.